Detachment Demystified: How Letting Go Can Revolutionize Your Life. Hey there, wonderful souls. Welcome back to the Smitholux Hub. It's always such a pleasure to have you here, ready to embark on another journey of growth and discovery together. Today, we're delving deep into a concept that holds the potential to profoundly transform your life. I'm talking about something that might seem paradoxical at first glance: detachment demystified: how letting go can revolutionize your life. Now, I know that the idea of detachment can sometimes raise eyebrows or even create a sense of apprehension. After all, we're conditioned to believe that attachment is a sign of love and connection. But here's the secret: detachment doesn't mean disconnecting from the world around us. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the invisible chains of attachment that often weigh us down. Picture this: a kite soaring high in the sky. It's connected to the string, but it's not weighed down by it. The string provides guidance, yet it allows the kite to dance with the winds of freedom. Similarly, detachment provides us with the freedom to engage with life fully, to love deeply, and to pursue our dreams without being ensnared by expectations and fears. Section 1. Understanding Detachment. Welcome to our journey into the heart of detachment, a concept often misconceived. Let's unravel its essence and debunk any misunderstandings. Detachment, often misconstrued as indifference, is far from it. It's not about being cold, aloof, or distant from life's experiences. It's not about building walls around your heart. Rather, it's about dismantling the barriers that prevent you from experiencing life in its entirety. It's about experiencing life without being ensnared by attachments. Picture standing by a river, observing its flow without grasping at the water. Similarly, detachment allows life to flow through us without holding on to specific outcomes. Detachment is the art of remaining open, vulnerable, and engaged while understanding that the river of life is in constant flux. It's important to differentiate between healthy detachment and emotional detachment. Healthy detachment is like tending to a delicate garden. You nurture it, you water it, and you let it flourish, but you don't clutch onto each petal. It's about engaging fully with life's experiences while maintaining a sense of inner equilibrium. Emotional detachment, on the other hand, is like closing the door to your garden, shutting out both joy and pain. Emotional detachment leads to disconnection, numbing us to the richness of life's experiences. In simpler terms, healthy detachment lets us embrace life's journey while remaining grounded in ourselves. It's like surfing the waves of life without losing sight of the shore that is our inner essence. Detachment has deep roots in mindfulness and spirituality. It's a cornerstone of conscious living. Mindfulness teaches us to be fully present in each moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without being swept away by them. Detachment complements this practice by offering a clear lens to perceive life, free from the chains of strong attachments. Over time, philosophers, sages, and spiritual leaders have echoed the wisdom of detachment. Concepts like Taoism's Wu Wei advocate for harmonious action aligned with the natural order. Buddhism, too, places detachment at the heart of its path to enlightenment, emphasizing the release of attachment to attain true liberation. As we've explored the concept of detachment and its transformative potential, it's fascinating to see how this ancient wisdom aligns with both mindfulness practices and biblical spiritual teachings. Let's delve into this alignment, drawing connections between detachment, mindfulness, and relevant scriptural verses. Mindfulness, as we discussed earlier, invites us to be fully present in each moment, cultivating awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences without becoming entangled. This practice resonates with detachment's call to observe life's currents without clinging to them. In the Gospel of Matthew, we find a beautiful expression of this harmony in Matthew chapter 6 verse 25 to 34. Where Jesus encourages his followers not to worry about tomorrow but to focus on the present moment. This mirrors the detachment mindset of embracing life as it unfolds. Moving further into the realm of biblical teachings, detachment finds a profound echo in the concept of storing treasures in heaven rather than on earth. In Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 to 21, Jesus speaks of the impermanence of material possessions and the significance of focusing on spiritual wealth. Detachment, too, encourages us to release attachment to material things, understanding that our true value lies in our spiritual essence. The teachings of detachment are further echoed in Philippians chapter 4 verse 6-7, where the Apostle Paul advises, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This speaks to the release of attachment to outcomes, trusting in a higher wisdom. Detachment also aligns with the biblical teaching of loving one's neighbor as oneself. In Matthew chapter 22 verse 39, Jesus emphasizes the importance of genuine connection without possessiveness. Detachment encourages us to hold our relationships with open hands, cherishing them while allowing each individual the freedom to grow. In a world often driven by material pursuits, detachment invites us to redefine our relationship with success, possessions, and relationships. It beckons us to cherish without clutching, and to understand that our true worth goes beyond external validations. As we proceed with open hearts and open minds, remember that detachment is far from indifference. It's a lantern illuminating the beauty of life's impermanence. It's an invitation to engage with life while remaining centered. Detachment serves as our compass, guiding us gracefully through life's ebbs and flows. Section 2. The Power of Letting Go. Now that we've delved into the essence of detachment, let's explore its immense power by shedding light on the intricate dance between attachment and suffering. Attachment, while natural and human, can inadvertently become the source of our suffering, a truth that resonates with the biblical wisdom found in Proverbs chapter 14 verse 30, which tells us that, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." It's like clutching onto a balloon fearing that if we let go, we might lose something precious. But here's the paradox. That very attachment, like the balloon, can keep us grounded and hinder us from soaring to new heights. Our attachments, whether to people, possessions, or outcomes, can lead us into a cycle of pain and disappointment. We invest so much of our emotional energy into these attachments that when they change or slip through our fingers, we're left grappling with a sense of loss and emptiness. This idea brings to mind the words of Jesus in Luke chapter 9 verse 62. "No one who puts a hand to the plow and looks Think of it this way. When you grasp a handful of sand too tightly, it trickles out from your hand. Similarly, the tighter our grip on the people and things we're attached to, the more likely they are to slip away. We find ourselves in a struggle between our desires and the uncontrollable flux of life. It's like trying to hold onto a river's current, exhausting and ultimately futile. Now, let's imagine a different scenario. Picture a tree in autumn, gracefully shedding its leaves. The tree isn't resisting the change, it's embracing it. Those leaves served their purpose in the past, but now they've become a burden. By letting go, the tree creates space for new growth. The same principle applies to us. Similarly, in Corinthians 5:17, we're reminded that, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here. This transformation echoes the beauty of shedding what no longer serves us to make room for fresh experiences and opportunities. Abraham's journey to sacrifice Isaac in Genesis chapter 22 embodies profound letting go. His readiness to release the dearest symbolizes surrender. Detaching from deepest desires deepens our self-understanding and connection to the divine. When we release attachments that no longer serve us, we make space for personal growth, just like the tree that lets go of its leaves. It's as if we're decluttering our emotional space, allowing fresh experiences and opportunities to flow in. In this way, letting go isn't a loss, it's a step toward renewal. Consider the caterpillar's transformation. Shedding old form and attachments brings a resilient butterfly. Similarly, we shed unneeded layers, emerging stronger. Imagine a river, flowing. Trying to dam it by hand is futile. Removing obstacles lets it nurture. Releasing attachments lets life flow, enriching us. The power of letting go isn't detachment from life, but from tying happiness to outcomes. Releasing attachments opens possibilities. It's unwrapping a gift. The thrill lies in unwrapping itself. So, as we continue, loosening attachment's grip isn't loss, but gaining freedom. Just as the autumn trees make way for new leaves, we make space for new experiences, relationships, and personal growth. The power of letting go isn't just a concept, it's a liberating force that can transform our lives. Letting go isn't just an idea, it's a force transforming lives. Section 3. The Benefits of Detachment. After delving into the profound concept of detachment and its impact on our relationship with attachments, let's unveil the transformative benefits it bestows upon our overall well-being. One of the remarkable outcomes of embracing detachment is its positive effect on our mental and emotional well-being. As we allow ourselves to step back from the tight grip of attachments, we create a space for tranquility to flourish. This newfound space grants us the ability to manage stress and anxiety more effectively. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with worries. Detachment is like gradually emptying that backpack, lightening the load we carry with us. Detachment's benefits resonate with biblical teachings that emphasize trust, resilience, and well-being. As we embrace detachment, we gain tools to navigate challenges with grace. One of the immediate benefits of detachment is its positive impact on our mental and emotional well-being. In the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 to 7, we're urged not to be anxious, but rather to present our requests to God with thanksgiving, knowing that His peace will guard our hearts and minds. This concept resonates with the idea that detachment allows us to manage stress and anxiety, freeing us from the constant worry and preoccupation with outcomes. Let's dive deeper into how detachment cultivates resilience and adaptability. Life is a series of twists and turns, unexpected challenges, and moments of triumph. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we equip ourselves with a flexible mindset that can navigate these ebbs and flows with grace. It's akin to being a reed in the wind, bending with the gusts but remaining unbroken. Detachment is like a resilient tree that bends with the wind but doesn't break. It's intricately linked to the biblical notion of resilience and adaptability. In the book of James chapter 1 verse 2-4, we're encouraged to consider trials as opportunities for growth, understanding that they produce perseverance and maturity. This mirrors the essence of detachment. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we become more flexible in the face of life's twists and turns. Like a palm tree that sways with the storm, we bounce back with renewed strength. Imagine a ship adapting to changing winds to reach its destination. Likewise, detaching from rigid plans helps us navigate life's waters. Detachment turns setbacks into stepping stones and challenges into growth opportunities. We regain vigor, much like a resilient plant after winter. This resilience comes from emotional equilibrium, not being tossed by reactions. Detachment isn't a shield from pain, but a lens for interpreting life. Like a surfer rising after each fall, detachment lets us rise gracefully from adversity. As we cultivate detachment, our relationships with ourselves and others flourish. We no longer place unrealistic expectations on people or circumstances, allowing room for authenticity and compassion to thrive. Detachment can bring us to a place of pure presence, where we engage with others without hidden agendas, free from the constraints of past experiences. In life's tapestry, detachment is the thread connecting moments. It ties us to the present, where agency lies. Detachment isn't abstinence from caring or loving. It's caring and loving with open hands, allowing the winds of life to flow through our fingers. So, As we continue on this journey of exploration, remember that detachment isn't a withdrawal from life, it's a deeper engagement with life's intricacies. It's a foundation upon which we build resilience, adaptability, and a greater capacity for joy. By letting go of attachments that no longer serve us, we make space for a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. Section 4. Practical steps to embrace detachment. Having explored the profound wisdom of detachment in both ancient teachings and modern understanding, let's dive into the practical steps that can guide us toward cultivating detachment in our daily lives. These steps not only resonate with the teachings of detachment but also find resonance in the biblical guidance that encourages trust and surrender. At the heart of cultivating detachment is the practice of mindfulness, a concept that aligns beautifully with the Bible's call to be still and know that God is present. Psalm chapter 46 verse 10. Mindfulness invites us to fully engage with the present moment, releasing the grip of past regrets and future worries. This presence allows us to engage with life without being carried away by attachment or fear. Mindfulness isn't about escaping reality, it's about engaging with it deeply. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts and emotions, we can observe them without becoming entangled. This reduces the grip of attachment to the past or the uncertain future. Think of mindfulness as a gentle reminder to savor the exquisite flavors of life's experiences as they unfold. Embracing life's impermanence is vital. Just as a snowflake melts, life's facets are fleeting. Accepting this enhances our appreciation of each moment. This syncs with 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 18, urging us to focus on the unseen and eternal. Acknowledging impermanence helps release attachment to material possessions, expectations, and negative emotions. Releasing the need for control is another practical step that both detachment and biblical teachings emphasize. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 9 reminds us that humans can make plans, but God directs our steps. Detachment invites us to surrender our desire for control and instead trust in a higher wisdom. By doing so, we open ourselves to the flow of life's currents, rather than resisting or forcing outcomes. Picture life as a river. Often, we try to steer its course according to our desires. However, this desperate need for control can lead to frustration and suffering when the river takes its own path. Detachment encourages us to navigate the river with a sense of surrender, trusting God that the journey will unfold as it's meant to. By releasing the grip of control, we free ourselves from the unnecessary burden of trying to orchestrate every outcome. Letting go of control doesn't mean we become passive observers of life. It's about channeling our energy into the actions we can take and relinquishing the obsession with outcomes beyond our control. This shift in perspective empowers us to engage wholeheartedly without being ensnared by the need for a particular result. Imagine a sailboat. Sailors adjust sails and steer, but wind is beyond control. In harmony, they harness wind's power to move forward. In the same way, detachment invites us to skillfully navigate the waters of life while being open to the winds of change. Practicing detachment involves being gentle with ourselves. It's not an overnight transformation but a gradual shift in our relationship with attachments. Begin by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Engage in activities that ground you in the present moment, whether it's meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings. Reflect on the times when attachment has caused you distress, and explore how detachment could have shifted your perspective. Take note of the situations where you felt compelled to control outcomes and experiment with loosening your grip. Consider each day an opportunity to practice detachment in small ways, letting go of minor expectations and embracing the unfolding of life. As we venture deeper into these practical steps, remember that detachment is a lifelong journey, a continuous dance of letting go and embracing what is. By cultivating mindfulness, accepting the impermanence of life, and releasing the need for control, we pave the way for a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. Through these steps, we move closer to the art of living with grace and detachment, a journey that can lead to liberation and joy. Section 5. Overcoming challenges in detachment. Now that we've explored the principles and practical steps of detachment, it's time to acknowledge that this journey isn't without its challenges. Let's address some of the common obstacles that may arise as we embrace detachment. Naturally, detachment can stir fear and discomfort. We find security in familiarity, so detaching from the known can trigger anxiety about the unknown. In relationships, we might fear losing cherished bonds that have become integral to our lives. Embracing uncertainty is a key aspect of practicing detachment. While detachment encourages us to release rigid attachments, it doesn't mean erasing all uncertainties from our lives. Life will always be a tapestry of surprises, challenges, and uncharted territories. Detachment is about learning to navigate these uncertainties with grace and curiosity, like an adventurer exploring unexplored lands with a heart open to discovery. Embracing uncertainty, as encouraged by detachment, is akin to trusting in God's plan even when we don't have all the answers. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5-6 guides us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. In relationships, the challenge of detachment can be particularly complex. Balancing attachment with the freedom for growth aligns with the biblical teaching of loving one's neighbor as oneself, Mark chapter 12 verse 31. It's a call to hold relationships with open hands, fostering connection while allowing space for individual journeys. A tightrope walker, detachment is their balance pole. It's what keeps them centered as they traverse the thin line between security and vulnerability. Similarly, in relationships, we walk the fine line between cherishing our connections and allowing them the space to breathe. Balancing attachment and detachment is an art. It involves nurturing relationships without smothering them, supporting growth without holding on to expectations. Consider the analogy of a garden. We care for the flowers, provide them with sunlight and water, but we don't try to control their growth. We let them bloom at their own pace, acknowledging that they have their own journey. Similarly, in relationships, we can provide love, support, and care without expecting our loved ones to conform to our desires or aspirations. Maintaining a balance between attachment and detachment in relationships requires open communication and mutual understanding. Express your feelings and intentions openly, and encourage your loved ones to do the same. This fosters an environment of authenticity and respect, allowing each person to grow without feeling restricted. Detachment isn't about isolation, it's about healthier relationships. It's tending to emotional gardens, letting them thrive. These challenges remind us of our capacity to love deeply. They coexist with detachment, enriching rather than diminishing connections. As we navigate detachment's challenges, remember growth is often accompanied by discomfort. The pull of attachment is a reminder of our capacity to love and care deeply. Embrace these challenges with compassion, knowing each conquered challenge brings greater freedom, understanding and harmony, both within yourself and in your relationships. Section 6. Realizing Personal Revolution. As we journey further into the depths of detachment, I'm excited to share stories of personal transformation from individuals like you who have embarked on this path. Throughout history, many have undergone their own revolutions through the art of letting go. These tales resonate with the theme of transformation found in biblical teachings, highlighting how liberation emerges when we release attachment. Consider the story of the prodigal son, a tale of detachment from pride and the allure of worldly pleasures. This narrative is a reminder that letting go of ego-driven desires can lead to a profound homecoming, not just to a physical place but to a deeper sense of self. Just as the prodigal son discovered his true essence beyond material pursuits, we, too, can embark on a journey of self-discovery through detachment. Picture a phoenix rising from the ashes. Detachment has a similar transformative power. When you release what no longer serves you, you uncover layers of your authentic self that have been buried beneath the weight of attachments and expectations. It's like embarking on a journey of self-discovery. where each step you take reveals a new facet of your being. I've heard from individuals who have redefined their lives by letting go of toxic relationships that were holding them back. By detaching from negative influences, they made space for positive energies to flow in. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room to allow fresh air and light to fill the space. Detachment also has the power to free us from self-imposed limitations. Picture a caged bird hesitating at an open door before taking flight. Similarly, releasing limiting beliefs and fears propels us to heights we never deemed possible. This newfound freedom extends beyond the surface, like shedding an old skin to reveal our renewed selves. Detachment empowers unconventional paths. Stories abound of people who have let go of career paths that no longer resonated with their passions, leading to opportunities they never could have foreseen. Detachment enables us to step off the beaten path and blaze our own trails, a choice that can lead to the extraordinary. Remember, detachment is not a quick fix. It's a process of growth and evolution. It's a journey that unfolds over time, much like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Each step you take is a step toward a more liberated and fulfilling life. It's a continuous unfolding, a commitment to embracing life's beauty and challenges with an open heart. Patience is key as you navigate this journey. Embrace the unexpected revelations and transformations that unfold. Detachment is an invitation to step into your power, to let your light shine freely. As we conclude this section, remember, detachment isn't a mere concept, it's a catalyst for personal revolution. It's a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and growth. By releasing what no longer serves, you open the door to a life that's genuinely your own, a life of authenticity, purpose, and boundless joy. Section 7. Q&A and Community Engagement. As we reach the conclusion of our journey through detachment, let's shift our focus to you, our vibrant community. Your engagement enriches our discussions and brings diverse perspectives to the forefront. So, let's dive into some of the questions and comments you shared about detachment. Here's an interesting question about how to maintain detachment while still caring deeply. That's a wonderful point to discuss. You see, detachment isn't about numbing our emotions or retreating from caring. It's about engaging with an open heart while allowing the free flow of emotions. It's like holding a fragile bird. You cherish it without grasping too tightly. I remember a time when I struggled with detachment myself. I had this belief that being detached meant I had to suppress my emotions, which led to a lot of internal conflict. But as I delved deeper into the concept, I realized that detachment doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It means embracing them without being overwhelmed by them. It's about holding your emotions lightly, like clouds passing through the sky. Here's another question about how detachment relates to personal goals. Excellent question. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on dreams. It's about releasing attachment to specific outcomes. It's pursuing goals with passion while remaining open to the twists and turns of the journey. Remember, detachment from outcomes doesn't equate to detachment from effort or intention. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the benefits you've experienced through practicing detachment. Feel free to share in the comments below. It's through these conversations that we create a supportive space for growth and reflection. Your stories inspire not only me but countless others on their self-discovery journeys. We're a community thriving on shared wisdom. So, I invite you to share your personal detachment experiences. Have you found a practice or insight that's helped you embrace detachment? Your journey could resonate with someone seeking guidance on their path. As we conclude, remember our engagement extends beyond this video. The comments section is where our dialogue continues, where stories are shared, and where we uplift each other. Every story, question, and insight adds to the collective growth here at Smitholux Hub. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey through Detachment Demystified, how letting go can revolutionize your life. Thank you for joining me on this adventure of self-discovery and growth. Until next time, remember to cultivate detachment, embrace the beauty of letting go, and continue shaping the masterpiece of your life. I extend heartfelt gratitude to each of you for joining me on this profound journey of exploring detachment. Your time and attention mean the world, and I hope the insights we've uncovered resonate as you navigate life's complexities. If this video sparked curiosity or ignited a desire for growth, I invite you to engage with our community. Please consider liking and subscribing for more discussions on personal development. Remember, sharing can ignite transformation. If you found this valuable, share it with those who might benefit. As we part ways, I wish you a journey of self-discovery, growth, and the embrace of detachment's liberating essence. Once again, thank you for being part of the Smitholux Hub community. Until we meet again, may your path be illuminated with wisdom, and may your heart embrace the beauty of letting go. Goodbye for now.